growing opposition to this quarantine plan that is coming in on Monday. We now read that Theresa May, who is anything but a rebel, is also against it, as are scientists. Why are the government persisting with this? Good morning, Secretary of State.
Good morning, Nick. The reality with the quarantine system is actually, I would say to you that the scientific advice is clear. Coronavirus is entering the UK from abroad matter most, as Patrick Vallance himself said, when the UK has a low level of infection. And that's why, as our level of infection and spread of the virus within our communities is now falling, this is the right time to bring in a measure like this. But we have been very clear, we will keep this under review.
But to paraphrase Eric Morecambe, it's all the right things at the wrong time, isn't it? This should have been done weeks ago. It was talked about in late May. Why wasn't it brought in the next day?
Because actually, Nick, the reason I would argue this is the right time to bring this in is because, as the scientists have said, this has its most effect when our spread of the virus virally within our communities is falling at a lower rate. And actually, when we had that higher rate of spread, we were right to focus on what we were doing for the population and community spread within the UK, because the impact of, bear in mind, a huge percentage of the people coming back into the country were British citizens over the last month or two. But as the rate of spread was so high within communities, people coming in is, I think it was Patrick Vallance again who said, but one of the scientific advisors made the comment, has a negligible impact. Now that our viral spread within the UK is so low, that impact is much higher, and therefore it's important that we take these kind of measures to protect people. But we will keep this under review.
But the list of exclusions is extraordinary. Everyone from post office workers to oil workers to air crew to seamen to road hauliers to coach drivers. Everybody. Secretary of State?
Well, actually, no. I mean, the purpose of the exemptions is to be able to make sure that this works in a practical way, that people obviously take air crew, they're often not actually specifically spending time in that other country. They are working and facilitating that air travel. And this is also trying to get the balance of doing what we can to protect the health of people in the UK and getting the balance right about making sure that an important industry and important for people travelling in that industry are able to get back to the UK where they need to. That's why we've exempted, for example, the common travel area, because that's mainly obviously around travel within the United Kingdom.
Yes, but talking about travel within the United Kingdom, you are Northern Ireland Secretary. What's to stop anyone flying into Dublin, boarding the train to Belfast, and then just flying straight into the United Kingdom?
Well, look, we've obviously decided that we're going to exempt the common traveller. I think it is important.
So, there's nothing to stop anyone doing that, is there, Secretary of State?
Well,
everyone come home via Dublin, jump the train to Belfast. It's a very pleasant train journey, as I'm sure you're aware. You see the beautiful coastline. Get on a plane in Belfast, and you're into the United Kingdom.
It is beautiful enough that I would encourage people, when they're able to travel a bit more freely, to come and enjoy it themselves, and particularly our northern rail line. But I would just say to you, obviously, the Republic of Ireland themselves have got measures in place for people who fly from outside of Ireland and the EU into the Republic of Ireland. So there is a matching of what we're doing. There is a bit of equality there anyway. So people flying into Dublin from abroad also have to go through their quarantine measures, and actually they have a similar structure to what we're bringing in, and that's why this does work.